Thanks for watching 12 Plus. I'm Troy Hayden. This story revolves around freshman Republican Congressman Abe Hamadeh. He returned here to Arizona in early February for the first time since he was sworn into office. And the idea was to kind of see what he would experience going to a constituent event coming back here for the first time. So he allowed us to put a microphone on him. We followed him around the event, and then we did a short interview afterwards. Enjoy the story.
It's a lot nicer than DC. It's weather, at least. Okay. You guys know where I'm sitting, Josh? We stand up, right? It's not too difficult.
No, it's clearly reserved, so.
How are you doing? Good to see you.
Sure, Bucky. How you been?
Doing well.
Having fun out there?
Oh, yeah. How could you not? Everything's rolling and moving quickly right now.
So proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
How are you doing, young man?
Good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Thank you.
You know Roger Pickrell.
Oh, yeah.
Sacrifice Riding Club.
Thank you, Roger.
And I'm also the Arizona GOP chaplain now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Good.
All right. We're ready to rock and roll.
Thank you, Roger.
In the name of Jesus.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, man.
You're doing a great job, man.
Thank you.
And if there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know.
Well, you have my number, so any events you think of, either I can go there or my team can go there. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Settled in?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's good. DC's fun now. I mean, it's way more fun when we're in power. So.
Sure. Good. Well, if you need anything from us, let us know.
Yeah, of course.
Please go on.
How are you doing? I like your shirt. Pinecone Nation. Of course. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Of course. Don't leave me off a letter next time.
Oh my God! I am so sorry.
I didn't pile on that.
Sorry.
I was like, have
Thank
some
you.
how-grace, people. You
Thank
know.
you. It's been a busy week.
How are you
So,
doing?
yes,
Good to see you. Well, I'm on the Armed Services Committee and the Veteran Affairs Committee, so
Awesome.
not just those who are currently serving, but whenever you decide to retire, we're going to take care of all of you guys. All right?
Awesome. Look forward to having you out.
Thank you.
Have you ever been to Luke before?
I have.
Okay. I mean, the latest is we're all F-35 trading now. The F-16s are going away, and
All the foreigners coming on base too, right?
well, yes. So we have the Dutch, we have the Danes, we have the Norwegians, and the Italians. Singapore has their own squadron they train with that'll stay. But we're gaining the Belgians. They just started their own F-35 squadron, integrated with the U.S. And then the next one is the Canadians.
Okay.
That's coming in the next few years. So
Very impressive.
it is.
It's Michael.
Hi, everybody.
Said
Thanks for
Congressman
coming.
Abe.
We're going to start with some brief remarks by Jeff Eiler, the commander of Mark. Time. Ho. Ho. Congressman Hamadeh, come on up. Yeah. We're going to hear from Congressman Captain Hamadeh.
It's an honor and privilege to be here today, and as mentioned earlier, it's beautiful to see the bipartisan support we can actually have in a veterans event. No other time would we share the same stage with an interesting cast of characters as Ruben and Katie, but it's an honor that we all are in the same goal. And Mayor Wires, your leadership with the veterans community has been tremendous. He was actually my first constituent meeting in Washington, D.C. the other week, and he mentioned this very project and this grand opening, and I told him I wouldn't miss it for the world. And God bless you. God bless Arizona. May God continue to bless the United States of America. Thanks so much, everyone.
The local, everybody for investing their money into. Ready? Get your little scoop. Little scoop in. Ready? I'll tell you what. Ready? One,
Two.
three.
I love it.
Appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, of course.
First of all, why is it important to be at something like this?
Well, if you look at who actually showed up, I mean, it wasn't just the leaders, the federal leaders. You had state leaders, local leaders, but then the community. This was about 400, 500 people. It's amazing. And it's so important because I serve on the Veteran Affairs Committee in Washington, D.C. in Congress, and we have to give back to those who fought. I'm a veteran myself. I understand what people have gone through. And we can't have homelessness happening in our community. So that's why it was an all-inclusive effort right now, the private sector along with the government sector. So it's really amazing. They're going to be building 50 cottages out here to make sure that people have a transition period from homelessness to getting their feet off the ground.
I saw a lot of trading of business cards. It seemed like you were making a lot of contacts out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that what you do with these?
Well, right now I'm the newest congressman out here, so I got to make sure that they know that they can get a hold of me. I pledged to be accessible, and it was great to have the base commander out here for Luke Air Force Base and so many Democrats, Republicans. It was really interesting to see how united people were for our veterans. That's what it should be. It should be nonpartisan.
And you're sitting right next to Democrat Ruben Gallego.
I was, yeah, and he's also a veteran as well. So, just to see for a former Congresswoman and current Supervisor Debbie Lesko out here, Katie Hobbs, again, it's as bipartisan and quite an honor to be here.
And it does kind of illustrate that there are a number of issues that, cross the aisle, right? And Veterans Affairs has to be one of them.
Yeah, I would hope so. And, on the Veteran Affairs Committee, you start to see that as well. It's less divisive in Congress when you're dealing with the veterans issues. So it's something that you could tell people are motivated to tackle and solve.
Can I ask you about the helicopter crash and the plane?
Tragic, yeah.
So,
everybody flies to Washington, D.C., Dulles. We all know that's right there. There needs to be an investigation, a thorough investigation. From what we know, this was a continuity of government helicopter, Black Hawk, obviously. I'm on the Armed Services Committee, and my team are trying to get more details about how that happened and make sure the altitude, was appropriate for what it was, but obviously it wasn't, and we want to get to the bottom of why it happened and make sure it doesn't happen again. I'm sure there's going to be safeguards after that. That's the worst thing about an incident. It takes a tragedy to fix it, and unfortunately, to see those souls lose their life, especially in the last few seconds of their journey. But we know aviation is very safe in the United States. We've got top notch, and I want to make sure that people know it is safe to fly right now.
Can we talk about personal? How do you like Washington?
It's great. It's very cold right now. I think there's a cold freeze out there in Washington, D.C. But it was an honor to be there with President Trump's inauguration. I mean, it only happened a few times in history to move it indoors in the Capitol Rotunda, and it was an honor to be there. It's truly beautiful. And to see his message and his speech was remarkable, to see how much he wants to unite the country and bring justice for everything we've gone through over the past 4 years. So it's been incredible to get sworn in. I had my family there. I also used Kayla Mueller's family flew out there to Washington, D.C. Kayla Mueller, if your viewers don't know, she was a Christian missionary who tragically was killed by ISIS in Syria. So I used their family Bible to honor her, to get sworn in Washington, D.C. But so far, so good. And we're just rolling. And it's my first time back in Arizona. And it's a lot nicer weather out here. But we'll be going back to Washington, D.C. soon.
Is the job what you expected here a few weeks in? No? I guess about a month in?
Absolutely. And especially now with the Republican United government, it's a lot easier that we're all focused, mission focused on one agenda, the America First movement. It's a lot different than how it was in 2017. But since we have the levers of power right now, we understand the American people tasked us with an important role, and we're all moving really quickly. Right now, the Laken Riley Act was just signed into law by President Trump, and border security, we understand, is so critical, especially here in Arizona. But there's so many other issues. Election integrity is still a big deal, especially here in Arizona. We had to suffer through so many disastrous elections. I'm glad to see Maricopa County starting to take it seriously, that they're doing a full audit on their election processes. But, if you look at inflation is out of control, and President Trump, he's committed to making sure we're going to put America first. And that's why you're seeing all these tariffs going on, because we've been taken advantage of far too long by other countries.
You can find many more stories that I've done, political and otherwise, on the Troy Hayden Reports tab here on 12 Plus. Thanks for watching.